Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Let's see.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Let's see.
Ethan made this for me.
It kind of sucks, but it's my brother's stuff. It's all I got to remember him by.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding.
Yeah.
Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances.
Under the death that,
I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Let's see what else we got.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Boy, did that guy have a stride.
I hope to see them all someday.
So that's all I'm doing, just looking at stuff, huh? A coal brazier. Came with the house. Boy, was I right. Seriously? That's all I can do with that? No, really, look at it. Can't just half-ass it. I don't know what to do. Oh, a letter. Daddy's dead. Tear up your other letter.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
She does a really good impression of her mother's voice. Who is it? Oh, I have to open the door. This is way too complicated for a cutscene.
One moment.
Stab!
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No peasants allowed!
No, it's fine. Come in.
Why is there a peasant? Oh, he's here to bring me coal for the brazier to look at. Nice ass.
Begging your pardon, milady, but
He totally had that
you're
look
right.
on his face.
If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, milady. I didn't mean to pry.
Who are you again?
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before.
Who are you again?
You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Cersei, that slut.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me
What do
this?
you want? And who are
I
you?
heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
That is relevant to my interests. Marjorie said nothing to me.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
You're not gonna tell me anything else? Alright, come back. Tell me the rest. Sup, girl?
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Gee, I wonder what it is! Is it about my family members dropping like flies?
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your
Who's
family.
traveling behind us?
I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Limits, yes. We gotta stick to the show and the books.
A handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal.
You know, I didn't notice in the show, but wow, cleavage.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Tell her what she wants to hear. Anyone who likes Jaime Lannister must have good taste.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
I can't kill the bitch? Okay, I can't kill the bitch.
Good luck.
Who are you? Why does Marjorie's hair look like devil horns? I don't know. Tyrion, buddy! Oh, I'm actually walking
can do
here?
this.
No, I'm not. Okay. Okay, now I'm walking? Yes, now I'm walking. I'm sorry, striding. Gently stepping. I can't run. Okay.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Hi.
Your Grace.
Yes, yes.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
And that's done now, so.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
And so few people do.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
Ah!
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Yes.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Thank you, Tyrion.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall?
No!
Our
No,
dear
we can't.
Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
Oh,
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to do.
I knew I said the wrong thing.
The
Eesh.
city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours.
Yes.
Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I would serve the king.
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Oh,
Well
she's
said.
not a good liar.
I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Ha! You would know.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
No, you're a bitch.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Epic comeback, right?
Of course, Your Grace.
Hey, girl.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then, he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated.
I
Although
didn't.
Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Look, I can tell Margie we're
It
still
was quite
besties in
the first
private.
impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I clicked something.
No doubt
Don't
Lady
tell me.
Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can.
Like on Steam.
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although
Wait,
what
I'm
would
lost.
be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion. But it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Well, that went awful. So, in true Game of Thrones fashion.
Mira, I was worried.
Who are you?
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least
Oh, what's happening with the texture in the wall? It's weird.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
Sorry, who are you?
Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah!
It's been ruined.
It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour. Which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
If it's Oberon, it's not gonna work
Though,
out.
Marrying a king? I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Hell no!
He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms.
Imagine the butt hurt.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off?
I don't like this girl.
Brienne
whoever
of
you are.
Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir
Yeah.
Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Oh! I had no part of this. I don't know what the hell she's...
Well,
I told her to stop, my lady.
Sarah. Who the hell's Sarah? Fuck her.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Marjorie knows her stuff.
The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
She was?
I'm just glad it's over.
Yeah. Sorry I haven't been very chatty.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Yes, yeah.
There's always
That's
someone
why.
to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
Yeah, a lot.
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Your hair, it looks like demon horns.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Yes, there are.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Sarah may stay.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought If a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise.
Don't press too
But
hard.
my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Ah,
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
oh, what's wrong with her eye?
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ugh. Wow, that was stressful. I'll see you next time on Game of Thrones.